Hi!
I'm Mirela.
I'm Ivan.
I'm Ljubica. I'm Maria.
We welcome you in the modest room of our organization, Trokut mladih Kaštela.
We are all members of this same organization, and this is a place where we spend most of our spare time hanging out, watching movies, playing social games, and sometimes even working and being productive.
For our presentation, we prepared a short movie about Dalmatia. Split, the biggest town on the coast, Trogir, the most beautiful one, and Kaštela, the hometown of our organization.
Hope you will find it interesting. Enjoy. Bye!
Split is the largest Dalmatian city and the second largest urban center in Croatia, with a total population of more than 200,000 citizens.
Split is also one of the oldest cities in the area, and it's traditionally considered just over 1700 years old, and its beginnings are often connected to the construction of Diocletian Palace, but the city was founded earlier as a Greek colony. Diocletian Palace was built by the Roman Empire Diocletian at the turn of the 4th century. Diocletian built the massive palace in preparation for his retirement.
We're taking you now inside the walls of Diocletian's palace. The place where we are standing now is a monumental court called Peristyle, which formed a northern access to Imperial's apartments and Diocletian Mausoleum on the east, which is now Cathedral of Saint Dominius.
In November 1979, Diocletian Palace was declared UNESCO World Heritage Monument. Today, many restaurants, shops and some homes can still be found within the walls. And this palace is today, with all most important historical buildings, in the center of the city of Split.
The cathedral was named after Saint Duje, patron saint of Split, who was a 3rd century bishop of Salona. The Cathedral of Saint Duje is a complex of a church formed from an imperial Roman mausoleum with a bell tower. The bell tower was constructed in the year 1100. It was one of the most beautiful Romanesque towers.
The southern sea gate of the palace leads to the main promenade called Riva. We couldn't find information about how old exactly Riva is, but we do know in 1922 it was reconstructed the way we knew it for years until May 7, 2007, when Riva got its new modern look.
And one more thing we weren't able to avoid when mentioning Split is Hajduk, a beloved football club from Split. Fans on every corner and any blank wall in Split and other cities in Dalmatia are expressing their love and loyalty. So people get easily confused whether the city is named Split or Hajduk, or maybe Torcida, how fans named themselves in 1950.
This year, on February 13th, Hajduk celebrated its 100th birthday. And right after the midnight, on that date, Torcida set the sky on fire. The sight was breathtaking. Thousands of rockets, torches and fireworks turned the night into a day.
In between two beautiful and historical towns, Split and Trogir, lays Kaštela, surrounded with mountain Kozjak on the north and Adriatic Sea on the south.
Croatians migrated to the gentle slopes of Kozjak in the 7th century and formed their first settlements. All Croatian churches are the silent witnesses of that time. Aristocrats from Trogir and Split built their castles on these rocky shores, and around 16 castles, 7 villages were formed. These villages grew, developed and finally merged to the town of Kaštela. Today, on over 57 square kilometers, lives more than 34,000 inhabitants.
In Kastel Sućurac stands the oldest defensive fortress built in 1392. In Kastel Gomilica, the oldest pre-Romanic church from 12th century. Kaštilac, built in 1545 on a sea reef, an oak over 700 years old. In Kastel Kambelovac, a castle Kambi, built in 1517. In Kastel Lukšić, Mihovil Rossani built his castle in 1482, also on a sea reef. Kastel Lukšić is well known for its Miljenko and Dobrila legend. They were Romeo and Juliet of Kaštela, lovers whose love, even though they got married, ended tragically. In 1476, a nobleman from Trogir built the mansion in Kastel Stari, which was a combination of a fortress and a palace. The parish church St. John the Baptist was consecrated in 1641 and renewed in 1714. Another nobleman from Trogir had his castle built in 1512 in Kastel Novi. A fort with a yard, today known as the Castle Rotondo, was built by Stjepan Štafileo, a nobleman from Trogir in 1508 at a sea reef in Kastel Štafilić. Hi, welcome to my hometown. I'm standing in front of, if you ask me, the most beautiful castle of all in Kaštela. It's called Kaštilac, and in 16th century Benedictine nuns completed building of it on a reef called Gomilica. The main purpose of this castle was to defend the town from Turks who were robbing Dalmatian towns at that time. Inside these walls, along with the nuns, have lived 17 other families. And it is the only inhabited castle today. Let's take a look inside.
Good morning, world, it's a brand new day. I'm packing my bags and I'm getting away. I'm moving my legs in my city tight bones. I gotta get away from the busy man's phones.
In the year 1189 in Kastel Novi, on the southern slopes of Kozjak, was built a little church known today as Gospe Stomoria.
At this place, where coexistence of nature and spirituality could be felt, the biblical garden was founded. Plants, olives, figs and wine grew there for centuries. These are all the plants mentioned in Bible.
In the year 1189 in Kastel Novi, on the southern slopes of Kozjak, was built a little church known today as Gospe Stomoria. The Garden of Stomoria was founded in 1998 in the memory of the second visit of the Holy Father John Paul II, who consecrated a holy stone at the entrance. Hope we didn't bore you with all this history, but there are so many things about our town we want to show you, and this is only a part of it. Welcome to Trogir, a town of happy moments.
Trogir was founded by Greek colonists from the island of Vis in the 3rd century BC. The historical core of Trogir lies on this antique foundation, which is the best pre-reserved Roman Greco city not only on the Adriatic but in Central Europe.
The historic city of Trogir is situated on the small island between the Croatian mainland and the island of Čiovo. Since 1997, the historic center of Trogir has been included in the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites.
If you ever come to Trogir, you will certainly visit the pride and honor of all its citizens, the Cathedral of St. Lawrence, with its magnificent portal created by Master Radovan. Since its construction lasted several centuries, it illustrates all the styles that succeeded one another in Dalmatia. It serves now as the most imposing monument in the city of Trogir.
Another tourist attraction is the beautiful bridge between the mainland and the island, which is used by thousands of tourists, and it takes you directly from the old town to the market on the mainland. This wooden bridge is named as one of 10 most beautiful wooden bridges in the world.
This is Riva, where most of tourists and local citizens drink their morning coffee. At the end of the Riva there is a tower of Camerlengo, built in 14th century, and it was stronghold of Venetian in the battle against the Turks. Camerlengo Castle is used to host outdoor performance during the summer in the courtyard.
If you are on search for happiness, you will most certainly visit Trogir. Wandering around the narrow and small streets of the city, you might meet the divinity Kairos, the god of happiness. Grasp the tuft of his hair and experience joyous moments of eternal beauty.